Hey everyone, this is Sarah the Artist with Hardcore Vigilante Studios, and I'm back after a very long absence with another video, but we are not going to talk about that today. Today, we are going to be talking about how I don't listen to my own advice. Yes, guys, I made an oopsie. And normally, this wouldn't have been such a bad mistake, except for the fact that I created a YouTube video about this not too long ago, and I completely ignored my own advice. So before we get too into my mistake, if you like seeing videos like this and you want to help support this channel, you can go check out my Etsy store. I have my Girls with Curls line art coloring book available for digital download and physical copy on my Etsy store. Or if you want to learn how to use color correctly, unlike me, you can go check out Skillshare. If you use this code, you get Skillshare free for 2 months, and you also help support this channel. Back to our regularly scheduled program. So for those of you that don't remember, because I posted the video a while ago, I can't remember if it was last year or the year before that, but the video pretty much showed you how to use the color black on top of black on top of black without the photo appearing flat or without colors sort of bleeding together, like areas of the picture just like looking like one giant blob. And this was a little trick that I had learned from my art classes, and it was pretty much just to sort of mix up the black with different colors, so you'd end up having blue black and red black and purple black and yellow black and all of those fun colors, and when you put them next to each other there's like the slight differentiation in color, and it really makes the drawing pop instead of blend into each other. And that's really great advice, and my teacher told it to me, and I was like, yeah, this works, it's awesome. So for this video I decided I was gonna completely ignore all of that advice and be like, no, I want to use black on black on black, just straight up, okay? I was just like, ink, wash, or bust, people. And yeah, that didn't work out very well. But luckily, I was able to recognize this halfway through the video and stop myself and prevent like any further damage. So I was able to stop the hair from looking too blob-like, but I did lose some detail, and then other parts of the hair kind of look like she's just going gray a little bit. And that's not how people with black hair normally look. It's normally pretty shiny or something like that. So yeah, there was a mistake. Mistakes were made. We learn from our mistakes, if nothing else. But all in all, overall, the painting still came out looking pretty awesome despite the hair. So I decided I was still gonna post this video. I really love how her dress came out. Unfortunately, because of the mistake, I wasn't able to use it for its original intention, which was a series that I still plan on doing, about Girls with Curls. Over last year, I do know it was last year, I drew a series of girls with curly hair, and I did it very in-depth and detailed. I was drawing like every curl over and over. You know, and in the beginning it was a bit therapeutic, and it was nice and relaxing to just draw simple shapes over and over again. But you know, kind of halfway through people's froze, I was getting a little carpal tunnel. So things I do for my followers, people were commenting a lot about how they wanted to know how I drew curly hair, and so I decided I was going to do a series sort of showcasing how to do curly hair, not only with pencil, pen, marker, also watercolor. And this was supposed to be one of them, except again, I can't use it because I can't be teaching people my bad mistakes. No, I'm gonna teach how to do it right, consistently right. It's gonna be a 2-part series. It's gonna do Girls with Curls and also different variations of chocolate skin. One thing I did notice about my own drawing and painting style, I should say coloring style, is that when I use watercolor or Copic markers, I like to try and leave the white of the paper as the highlights on people's skin or hair, clothing, stuff like that. And with women with darker colored skins, it doesn't actually work out very well because the lightest point of their body would not be paper white. It would probably be like either gold brown or like light brown, based off of obviously what their skin color is normally. So for that one, I think even for this girl, I kind of wish I had drawn her on toned paper. I've never actually worked with toned paper before, which is why that didn't kind of like come up in my mind. But as I was working on it, I was like, there was way too much layering going on. I had to create the lightest lightest variation of her skin tone first, and that was a couple of washes of light brown and then gold, and then I had to wait for it to dry, then light brown and then gold again, and then wait for it to dry, and then I had to go in and do her shadows like over and over again. It was just a lot of layering that I didn't really want to have to be doing with watercolors at this point in time. And even towards the end, I was like, screw it, and I just pulled out my Copic markers and started getting into the darker areas, because it would have probably taken me a couple more hours just to try and get her shadows to the appropriate level, the appropriate tone that they were supposed to be. And so I was like, I don't want to do this. I'm just gonna go in there with my Copics and save myself some time. And also I was kind of afraid that it would tear the paper or like ruin it somehow, make it like extra crinkly. I don't know. I've never really done that many layers in watercolor before, so I was like, you know what? Let me just throw in some markers real quick. Now we get to talk about my favorite part, which was her dress. I am obsessed, I don't know if you've noticed, but I am obsessed with transparent clothing. Okay, I love anything you can see through, whether it's transparent clothing, transparent shawl, water, transparent clothing underwater, like whatever it is. If it's see-through, if it has drapes, I'm gonna go crazy over it. And especially if it has a design on it, I love just intricate designs. You know, I'm crazy. I like to give myself extra hard work for no good reason, because if I didn't, then I couldn't call myself an artist. I just couldn't do it. And so one thing I'm really proud of about this dress, and I'm not sure if you can see it in the video, but I did manage to get the designs to kind of go around and flow over her curves and her contours. So that came out pretty awesome. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. If you liked watching me screw up over and over again, then please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Teach people why they should follow my original tips and advice. I will leave a link to the original video that I did in this description, so you can not make my mistake. You can do it correctly. I give you the option, the choice, the power. And if you want to see some of my drawings on a daily basis, you can follow me on my Instagram. I do post there very consistently. One last time, the links to everything are going to be in the description. Links to my Etsy, links to the Skillshare, and links to the previous video. They will all be in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.